I am so excited for today's video. I have done the research. I am hyped up. I'm starving. Okay, welcome back to another episode of Never Have I Ever. We're doing countries now, from drive-thrus to countries. Who would have thought? Who would have thunk it? Here we are. The one I've done before this is Cuba. We did Cuban food. It was great. You guys really liked the layout of it. I had a good time. Found a new spot I like to go get lunch. Haven't been back since. Been meaning to go back since. Never Have I Ever is a series I do on here where I go to restaurants, places, drive-thrus, try new products, and I do a little bit of research about them, and then I go try them, and I get to do it together because I don't know why, because I like talking to myself and eating food, and who knows. It's a series that I do on here. I've done many episodes of it. Today on Never Have I Ever, we're doing Indian food. Listen, if you watch the episodes, you know my palate is not that diverse, okay? But I've wanted to try Indian food. I see people trying butter chicken on TikTok all the time. I'm jealous. I go, who, what, where, when, why on the butter chicken? I'd like to try it. I want to know what it's all about. Butter and chicken sounds right up my alley. Do a little bit of research, then I have to place an order because it's a big order. And we have to go pick it up. I'm breaking out the big laptop for the research. Little disclaimer I like to do when we get into more like countries and different cultures and ethnicities and whatnot. I do about 2 hours of research max on these videos because otherwise I get overwhelmed. You could honestly do research for days and days and days. I could write a thesis. I could get my master's. It's just a lot to take in. It's a lot to process. You got to connect all the dots. Just enough stuff to wrap my brain around some of the history, traditions, and to make sense of the dishes I will be trying. Very surface level stuff. Okay, so these are loose facts. Please feel free down in the comments below to correct me, to open up discussions about it. Let's start at the beginning. India is located on the continent of Asia. Are we with me? Couple of random facts right off the bat about India as a whole. Cows are sacred there. According to the Hindu religion, cows are sacred beings. Hinduism is the oldest religion and is also the official religion of India. The Taj Mahal that's there is one of the 7 wonders of the world. Now, I completely forgot that there were quote-unquote wonders of the world, and I forgot there were 7 that popped up in the Google search, and I was like, oh my god, what are the other 7? Thinking it's like a crater somewhere. I'm not even sure. And actually, the Taj Mahal is not a palace. It looks cool. It's very like architecturally, the design, all of that stuff. You can guess why it's one of the wonders. Because I wonder how they built it. Whenever I look at a building, it's not just a square box. I'm like, who and how? And how? A crane and a bulldozer and a bobcat and people, swinging off a ladder trying to put the stencil on and the jewels and I don't know how they construct buildings. I can't wrap my brain around architecture. Architecture? Architecture. It is actually a tomb/mausoleum sort of thing. And it was built for Emperor Shah Jahan. Also, disclaimer, I'm going to get a lot of names wrong. Just remember, I am trying. He built it for his wife, Asher. He built it for his favorite wife. And then you're like, oh, his favorite wife. That's a weird thing to put in the Wikipedia page. His favorite wife. Usually your current wife is your favorite wife. I would guess that's what. Why else did you get a divorce? He had 5 wives. Her name was Mumtaz Mahal. Listen, if anybody wants to build me the 8th wonder of the world in honor of me while I'm still living, I accept. Pretty sure yoga, chess, and badminton invented, discovered, created, started in India. India is the spice capital of the world. If you've seen a couple of these videos, I don't do too well with the spicy. Even like barbecue sauce gets me going sometimes. My body is going to be going through the ringer today. My taste buds are going to be like, and since when in the 28 years of our life have we had this many types and amounts of spices going on? Okay, do we need to make her pass out? Do we need to make her unconscious? Do we need to pull the lever? I'm going to have my brain tell my body, tell my taste buds. Okay, we're going to be trying some new stuff today. Everybody act cool. Act accordingly. Indian cuisine dates back 5,000 plus years. If you Google Indian food, Indian cuisine, all I'm seeing right away, pop, 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 pop. Everything that's popping out at me, it's about the herbs, the spices, the flavors. Indian cuisine has been influenced by Mongolian, Persian, and Chinese cuisine and religions such as Hinduism, Buddhism, and Sikhism? Sikhism? Do I have my phone on me? Sikhism. A lot of Hindus are vegetarian and a lot of Muslims eat meat dishes, but no pork. Just keep that in mind. Also, India, big place. Depending on where you are, the north, the south, the east, the west, they're all different. You're going to get different types of dishes. This is more prevalent over there. That's more prevalent over there. There is a distinction. It's basically like, hey, travel, find what you like. Okay, come one, come all. Come to the different corners of the country. You find what you like. I found this great graphic. The website just says Suki's website. The north builds its dishes around meats and dairy, so they use like mutton, lamb, goat, chicken. They are more likely to use dairy cream and eat their dishes with flatbreads like like naan. You don't even know how excited I am to try the naan. In the south, because between like the rainfall, the ocean, and the coast, they are bringing the spice. In the south, they're focusing more on the seafoods, vegetables, coconut milk. A lot of the dishes are served over rice or with rice. The dishes in the south are more often going to be the vegetarian, pescatarian dishes. East, they use a lot of rice, milk, vegetables, yogurt, fish. In the west, they're doing a lot of traditional spice curries and fish. Ingredients, like every other place in the world, have been borrowed over time. It's like when a friend comes to your house and they bring a new type of chips, and they're like, oh, I've been eating these chips my whole life. You guys never had these chips. You should try these chips. You fall in love with the chips. You start bringing the chips to your family parties. 20 years down the road, someone's like, oh, these are like the family's chips. The family always loves these chips. Food gets mixed in like that. I feel like the smallest spice could change a whole cuisine and then change tradition. The evolution of food in a cuisine that it is today, it's crazy. So ingredients have been borrowed over time. A couple of these examples for Indian cuisine. In the 15th century, Portuguese traders kind of brought a lot of potatoes and tomatoes over. Saffron, which is a spice, was brought by like the Greeks and the Romans. Naan bread, which we just talked about, that was like from Persia in the 1300s. I also looked up, I wonder if there's like a lot of like etiquette for eating Indian food. The only thing I can think of is like fine dining in the US, to be like, oh, there's a salad fork and you put the things in a certain order and then you don't put your elbows on the table. Heaven forbid you put your elbows on the table. That's like fine dining. Eating Indian food is a lot about sharing dishes, and it's a lot about, you know, eating around a social gathering, social setting, eating with a group. They do have this thing called a thali. I have to look it up. Thali? South Asian thali, which is a platter. Okay, she said thali, which is a Hindi word for plate. It's basically like you just put everything kind of on a big tray, and that's what it is, and this is what we're eating, and you can dive in. But I also read somewhere they call it a thali, a feast for your eyes. I like it. I like the idea. You eat with only your right hand, and not your left hand. I guess your left hand, that is considered like an uncleanly hand. That is the hand that's used for passing dishes or drinking water. With breads, like the naan, you're supposed to break off a piece of it and then like scoop it, like scoop the curry or scoop the sauces. The sweets and desserts in India are called mithai. No, let me look it up. Okay, she's pronouncing it mithai. There's like over 200 variations of desserts. I like that. I'm all over that. Chai, spiced tea drink. I guess it's a healing beverage, and it was ordered up by an Indian king. He needed a healing drink. Give me a chai. Okay, I just placed my order. So I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna go get it. 70% of the world's spices are produced there. The most popular spices in dishes that you'll find are like turmeric, cumin. I always feel like I'm saying that wrong. Cumin. It's not coming. Coriander, cardamom, red chili powder. Within the US, New York City has the most Indian restaurants. Some popular dishes that I found. We got samosas. We got vindaloo, tandoori fish, chicken tikka masala. This is where you need a little bit of grace. I tried to do some research and understand what curry is. I thought curry was a spice, and then I was like, no, I think curry is the sauce. But I think I'm both right and wrong. Did research, I did Google searches, I was in Reddit threads. People were saying curry is kind of a meaningless term. It's a blanket term. There's curry paste, curry powder, curry leaves. The Reddit threads I were in was saying that it's a sauce or a gravy, but it's also a qualifier for both an ingredient and to describe a dish. It's a chicken curry, as an example. The sauce it's in is a curry. If I'm wrong, let me know. It's a little hard to wrap your brain around. That's basically it for a lot of the facts. I just wanted to say that I've never had Indian food. I like to find somebody who enjoys that type of food and ask them where they go. Did have an old coworker / friend. Her name's Alexi. She came through. The place that I ordered from is called the Hyderabad House. Am I worried about the spices in the curry and the not being able to handle it? No. I'm treating this like we are climbing a mountain and at the top someone goes, hey, you know what? We're gonna bungee jump off of this. I don't have time to worry about it. I'm just gonna go try. I'm just gonna go do it. All right, I can't wait to go pick up the food. They also said I need to bring a credit card and a photo ID to pick it up. This place is on lockdown. They said, not anybody's gonna get this food. Did you bring your passport? Because your taste buds are getting on a plane and we're traveling to India today. Look at this food. They even tied the bags together. Okay, the place I went, it's huge. And you walked in and they had a whole dessert case. I almost got distracted. It's just rice. Good rice. I got good rice. I'm not even sure I have enough table space for all this. This has the number 2 on it. I don't know what that means. Smell all the sauces and the spices. Oh, let's just start here. You guys liked when I did the Cuba one where I interjected with like all the fun facts and the info and stuff, so... Wow, look at the rainbows! I got like a weird light reflector thing in my window. That's nuts. Oh, right in my eye! Wow! Okay, these are veggie samosas. These are fried, savory, stuffed pastries. They come in a cone, triangle, or crescent shape. There's that. Okay. It's not like super crispy crunchy. There's almost like 2 layers of dough, like crispy, and then there's like a little inner layer. Not supposed to be eating with my left hand. Whoops. That's gonna take a second to get used to because I am left-handed. It's a little spicy. There's something like hitting the back of my throat. One of the most common snacks I found, and they have it on this website under their appetizer tab. So like, yeah, it doesn't really seem like it's a main dish. It's more of an appetizer street food type of thing. And they used to be just eaten by the royals. Now common street food used to be eaten by the royals. I love when we just take something that we put on a pedestal, kick that pedestal out, and now everyone's eating samosas. Oh, it's stuffed with potato and onion. I kind of feel like there's peas in here. Like chickpeas or something. Ooh, the spices. Ooh, that's lighting me up. Okay. I can see like little seeds in here. I wonder like what exactly is in the mix. I don't know exactly what this recipe is at this restaurant, but I've often found that at least the vegetarian samosas are stuffed with potatoes, peas, carrots, and onions. Yeah, I don't really like peas. Maybe that's what I was tasting. I thought it was like a chickpea. A chickpea. Also I saw it might be filled with garam masala, which is a combo of spices. Coriander, cumin, saying it wrong again, cloves, pepper, cardamom, cinnamon, bay leaves. That makes sense. The inside's like a little pasty. I do like the dough. I don't think it's a big shocker that I liked the dough, the bread, because it's deep fried. Most things that are deep fried I'm gonna like. I'm gonna like the deepness of the fried dough. The dough part, the dough, I'm gonna like the dough. The deep fried dough. It's not my favorite. But it's interesting. On the spice level, like you could taste the spice. It's not bothering me. I definitely need like just a quick sip of water. Okay, actually, maybe a lot of water. Oh my gosh. That's the dessert. Look at that. Yeah, it's called gulab jamun. Jamun? Yeah, we'll get to it later. Looks like two little bird eggs rolling around some oil. I think it's honey and like sugar and goodness. Just put it down. I'm gonna leave that for later. Move on. Can you see all these boxes? I don't know what's what. I gotta figure it out. There's like this. I think this is a whole dish by itself. Then we have this green sauce, this white sauce, this yellow sauce, this sauce. I know what this one is. And then this one says number 2. That's just like a piece of... Is this the naan? For some reason I thought it was gonna look more like pita-y. Or maybe they didn't give me the naan. See, there's something in this one. I don't think I got the garlic naan. Am I dumb? Wait, it's not on here. I had put everything in a cart, and then I had to sign in, and then I closed my phone, and I think when I re-signed in, somehow the naan got taken off the order. Well, shit. I think this is the masala dosa, except it's rolled up in the picture, and here it's flat. I don't know if I just, like, peel it off of here. Masala dosa. I included this in my order because I think it was like one of the only dishes that is a southern Indian dish. I wanted to add some from the north, some from the south. There's different versions of this. Masala is a type of dosa. We're kind of dancing on the line of the curry thing. Masala is a type of dosa. Basically, it's made with like a fermented batter, which means that they soak and grind the batter. It's made of rice and various legumes, black gram, pigeon pea, chickpea, and spices. It smells like hearty and spicy. But it's kind of bland, personally, to me. I don't really eat, like, peas or chickpeas or black peas or... See, I don't think I was ever really gonna like this dish. Because I didn't even really know it was in it, and I was already talking crap about the peas and the beans. What is that? Oh my gosh. That was sitting in there. That's a pigeon pea. See how much we're learning? That's a pigeon pea! I'll never forget that now. It comes with this orange sauce. It smells like a vegetable soup. The only thing reminding me not to eat with my left hand is that I'm holding it with my left hand. Let me try the sauce on its own. Ooh, the sauce is good. Tastes like an interesting tomato soup type of thing. The sauces. It took me a little bit of research. I had to look at what the dosa masala is usually served with. These are called chutneys. Like, as a whole, they're called chutneys, which is a family of condiments. It's like slow-cooked fruits and vegetables with vinegar and spices. I really like the orange one. It probably was like a tomato-based chutney. I literally, as a 28-year-old, was on a website called Chutney Facts for Kids. Never too old to learn. The other sauce, very liquidy. Look at that. Let me try this one. Oh, I like this orange one better. This sauce has there's like little black things in it, but it has like a little more texture to it. It's almost like a little like grainy. The white one might be a coconut chutney, but it didn't taste like coconut. It's like a really loose tapioca texture. The bread on this one I don't like as much. It's okay, it's definitely thinner. And then I think I was also supposed to eat with this. It's called sambar. It's sitting behind me in like the white container. I'll get to it later. In my defense of not knowing the sauces or what goes with what, it didn't say on the restaurant's website what it was being served with. And I also didn't research it because I didn't know. That's why it's a little bit of an afterthought. But I'm trying to put the pieces of the puzzle together. Okay, this one's not my favorite. There's nothing to bash about it. I just don't really like it. Yeah. And like the texture really isn't my favorite thing in the world, but that's okay. It's okay to not like stuff because we're just trying it. A little just like mushy gushy for my taste buds. I'm so mad that we didn't get the naan. I talked it up. I really wanted to try. Okay, this next one is the tandoori chicken. There's the chicken. Look at that. Has like a nice bright color to it. Just gonna pull like a little bit off the bone. That melts in your mouth. That's something else. What's this, like 4 or 5 pieces of chicken? That's crazy too. Tandoori chicken is a North Indian dish. It's chicken marinated in yogurt and spices and roasted in a tandoor, which is a clay oven. And I'm gonna put a picture in. It's actually very cool. That's awesome. It kind of looks like a kiln that you like bake pottery in. Yeah, wow, look at that piece. Yeah, it has like a subtle smokiness to it almost. This dish is supposed to be spicy and flavorful with a smoky taste. That's what I found online. And I was like, I hit the nail on the head, okay? Just Googled it. I'm thinking maybe this green sauce goes with this one. Ooh, it smells like almost smells like tzatziki sauce. Like light. Ooh, okay. I like the sauces. Oh, that complements well. It's like tangy, not spicy, neutral base to it. Oh, what is that sauce? The sauce on this one is just a green chutney. I think it's made with like mint and cilantro as far as I could find. And it's supposed to have a refreshing taste. Hit the nail on the head on that one too. I love cilantro, so no wonder I liked it. And the meat's really good and like juicy, not dry. There's like a little bit of like a rub to it. I don't know. I was gonna say they took good care of it, like cooked it well. If there is spicy, it's subdued. It ain't bothering me. I could sit here and like pick at this. Okay, this one's interesting. I really thought the color of it was gonna throw me off. The bright color is because the chicken gets seasoned and colored with cayenne pepper, red chili powder, and turmeric. Turmeric? I thought it was turmeric, like a turmeric. Turmeric. It might be turmeric. I really like that green sauce. This is like jam-packed. Okay, how do I open this without spilling it everywhere? Ooh, there's a spice. I found the spice. I think this is the butter chicken because I feel like when I see people eat it online, it comes in a container like this and they have to open it up. Oh, they really wrapped this up. Is that the butter chicken? Ooh, that's like oh my god, it's like a tomato soup, but like creamier, like a little bit of spices that your grandma doesn't keep in her cabinet. That's okay. Yes. See little pieces of chicken. That's pretty good. It's very hot. There's a weird, like, sweetness to it almost. Kind of throwing me off. I ordered the butter chicken medium. They had, like, a spice scale. There's, like, 4 peppers. I put medium spice. The long-awaited, mouth-watering butter chicken. Butter chicken is a type of curry made from chicken with spiced tomato and velvety, buttery gravy sauce. Oh! It's known for its rich texture. Similar to chicken tikka masala, but the difference is the butter chicken is sweeter and milder. We have to take advantage of all this rice. For the sake of the video, can I put the butter chicken in here? I'm asking for a spill. I really am. That's a great combo. Oh my gosh. How did the rice make it better? That's very good. Butter chicken's usually served with naan. And this rice, this is called basmati rice. It's long, slender grained rice. It's my new favorite type of rice. I like it. Okay, if you want to try Indian food, I'm going to suggest what most people suggest. Start with the butter chicken. It's creamy. The chicken is tender, falling apart in my mouth. That's what everyone's talking about. That's what everyone's eating online. Okay. I also don't think in between dishes they're like wiping their hands as much as I am. But I'm just trying not to make a huge amount. Okay, it's a little spicy. I can feel it settling like into my tongue. Feel it on my lips. I'm good. I'm not getting worked up over it. Okay, I don't know what this is. This really just another thing of buttered chicken? I didn't order 2, but like, does it come in 2 containers? Is that how much they give you? Because that's a lot. Whoever wraps these up, you need a raise. It took me 5 minutes to get the last one undone. Doing a good job. Okay, it looks like to me it's the same thing, but this one has got a lot more meat in it. They look pretty much the same, except that one's got like way more chunks. Me describing this as having chunks is not making it sound appetizing. But this one's got like onions and stuff in it. It smells very similar. If this is the tikka masala, I got it spicier, so we'll see in a second. Tastes pretty much the same. That is a little confusion. Chicken tikka masala, if I'm eating it or not. It is roasted yogurt marinated chicken chunks in a spiced sauce. The sauce is tangy, spicy, oniony, tomatoey. Tikka means pieces in Hindi. I also don't know what this sauce is. It's an unidentified sauce. Okay, this one kind of smells like super bean pasty. Pass on the sauce. We found one bad sauce. No, I think that's I think that might be the chicken tikka masala because it says it's baked with spices, bell peppers, and onions. It's not even super spicy. It tastes awfully similar to the butter chicken. I'm not seeing a difference. I said it before. Butter chicken and chicken tikka masala are like cousins and are both made in cream curries. But in this case, chicken tikka masala is supposed to be spicier and not as creamy. The fact that I got one medium spice and one spicier, didn't really see a difference there either. The only other thing I would compare this to is the butter chicken. Tastes exactly the same. It's not spicy. They keep the spices separate because they can't handle it. I need like a tour guide. I need someone to walk me through this. So if anybody has any comments or thoughts about that down below, let me know. Non-black container over here. What is that sauce? Okay, back to the sambar. If that's right. Now I'm actually trying it. I thought there was chicken in here. I think it's a squash. I'm trying to figure. It's a little spicy. But that was supposed to be eaten with the dosa masala, I'm pretty sure. This is a southern Indian lentil-based vegetable stew. It's cooked with pigeon pea, return of the pigeon pea, and tamarind broth. It's a little spicy. Oh, and isn't tamarind like really spicy? That explains a lot. I'm trying to figure out if I'm gonna freak out, if I'm gonna be fine. Should I just drink this? I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I'm supposed to have a spicy flavor with like a slightly nutty flavor. I'm thinking maybe I'm nutty because this was the spiciest thing I tried. That's spicy. It's really like an after effect. But nothing on the palm. Look at me, look at me. But it is on my shirt. Here, let me just zoom in on the... I did get it on my shirt. I didn't notice that until after filming. I don't think I noticed that until an hour after filming. Okay, this dessert, and I just Googled like popular, Indian cuisine desserts, and this one came up. This is a gulab jamun. Look at who's coming in. Hi, Riley. Don't be touching nothing. You can't handle the spice. You can't handle the spice. Gulab jamun. Okay, that's how they're saying it. She said that might be this. If India had a national dessert, it would be this. What are you sniffing? Hey, get out of my rice. Go. It smells like a flower shop. Like it smells like a botanical garden. Oh my god, it's like just sugary. This reminds me of the nectars that hummingbirds like eat out of a hummingbird feeder. These might just like be a little. Is it a dough ball? It's very sweet. These are very popular Indian sweets. They're soft dumplings soaked in syrup and fried in ghee. And ghee is a type of clarified butter. It is commonly used for cooking, as a traditional medicine, and for Hindu religious rituals. It tastes like how flowers smell. Is that honey? Like jasmine-y honey. I can't put my finger on it. Can you see the inside? It's like a spongy little dough ball, but it doesn't taste like dough. These aren't just like ordinary dumplings because these are made from milk and rose water, among other ingredients. Which maybe explains like the denseness and also like the flowery scent of them. I don't know. It's so sweet. And I'm like, is that honey? Is that jasmine? Jasmine honey flower? The dessert screams nature to me. Nature. You should eat it in a nature preserve. The bugs would love you. It's not like a munchkin. It's denser. It's so interesting. I can't tell if I like it or not. I like the idea of it. I like that they're like, let's go for it. This is what we do. Okay, I think that'll do it. Honestly, I like feel bad that I didn't like more of it. And it has nothing to do with the quality of food. It just doesn't agree with like my taste buds and what I'm used to. That's like dating your boyfriend for 7 years and then he asks you to move in with him and you're like, why would I ever spend more time with you and be close? I like going back to my house and not talking to you and not being around you all times a day because I know I'm just trying this on. I'm just trying this relationship on. Don't worry about me because I'm not worried about you at all. I don't really think about your feelings when I'm not around. You know what I'm talking about? But you're not exactly my cup of tea. I could go for a chai right now. I really like some of the sauces. I feel like all of the meat is prepared very good in Indian cuisine. The creaminess of the butter chicken, fan of that. This rice is amazing. I really like the fun facts on this one. I'm glad I took the time to do that. I didn't get anything that was like extra spicy. But I think people were worried about it. I wasn't worried about it. There's nothing to be worried about. Face your fears. There you go. Like, subscribe. Let me know. There's just bees making a nest outside. Maybe I'll give them some of this nectar. This sweet nectar. Please comment down below where I should go next. Region, drive through. Thank you for watching. I'm going to go bring all this food in the kitchen and see if I can get my parents to try it. I'm going to expand some palettes today. I'll see y'all around. Try new stuff. Bye. The deep fried dough, the deep fried dough, 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 deep fried dough. I've lost all meaning in the word. They don't fry the deep fried dough. The deep don't eat all day.